The reality is, if they wanted it to be more equal, they would tell a bunch of construction workers to trade jobs with a bunch of teachers and have those.
Like, why is everything I react to is just so dumb? If we want more representation, give me your job as a construction worker. That's not the point. Please be serious for 1 second.
Okay, so of course feminism started off with all these fantastic plans, right? Give women the opportunity to vote, give women the chance to own a bank account, own their own homes. I'm all about that. As a woman, of course, I'm down for that. However, the first wave feminism very quickly became co-opted by what is honestly just a bunch of man-hating lesbians. Let's just call it what it is. If you look at old literature of the time, and if you look at even the picket signs that a lot of the women took to the rallies, it is not really about female equality as much as it is about ending the patriarchy. The feminism at its core is really an upper class white woman's issue, okay? Let's look at some of the things that were pushed and understand where they even come from. For instance, the idea of being allowed to work outside of the home. Black, brown, and lower class white women have always worked outside of the home, especially in this country. They had to. They had no choice. They needed the money to survive, right? They were seamstress, they were maids, nurses, caregivers, babysitters, teachers. They have always found jobs outside of the home, right? There are entire industries that are dominated by women. Look at teachers, look at nurses, babysitters. When was the last time you saw a male babysitter? Receptionists. Women dominate entire fields of work. But the
I'm not taking my child to daycare. There probably is a lot of male daycares.
YouTube.
Saw
Have
a
fun.
male babysitter. Receptionists. Women dominate
No,
entire
there's plenty of males who answer the
work.
phone.
But the feminist movement perpetually screams about how women need more representation in the workforce. The reality is, if they wanted it to be more equal, they would tell a bunch of construction workers to trade jobs with a bunch of teachers and have those.
Oh my god, this is why I'm done. Like, why is everything I react to is just so dumb? If we want more representation, give me your job as a construction worker. That's not the point. Please be serious for 1 second. She literally asked to join last night with me and Lavi and proceeded to stalk us and spectate our game. Damn. Just stalking your game. I wonder, okay, and I'm gonna say right now, I wonder if they still stalk my streams. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see if I get a DM later. This shouldn't be surprised. Like, oh, what the? Nova's gonna be in the party? The real hyper Aquila? Yeah, it's not a surprise. Only surprise is you, okay?
And have those teachers go do construction work. But they're not pushing for that because that is ridiculous. And I agree, that's ridiculous. But it is very frustrating to watch the feminist movement act as if women need so much more support and so much more leeway into these fields just because there's less women represented in those fields. But they do not care if there are significantly less men represented in female-dominated fields.
That's not even the whole. I really do not care. I'm done with feminism. I knew it that you lean conservative, but like, bro, come on, y'all just have to be a little bit smarter than this, bro.
And we can see the long-term results if we just look at the statistics, okay?
Oh, statistics, let's go.
The movement gave us the sexual liberation movement, right?
Oh no.
Have a great time. All the girls started wearing the tiniest clothing they could, and everyone decided that
this is the
pleasure was the most important thing
destruction.
for them, and that women deserve to seek their own pleasure, okay? This movement has done nothing but make women far less moral, far less desirable, let's be honest, far more easy to obtain, and has really just given men the access to women that they've wanted without the commitment that they used to be required to get. Back in the 50s, we had an estimated 100,000 or so sex workers throughout the country. Now it's estimated over 1 million women are doing some form of sex work. Then now when you hear a woman say she's a prostitute, people just accept it. Oh, she's an OnlyFans model.
No, it's not like being a YouTuber. I mean, it's normalized. People know everything now on the internet. So, I mean, I don't know. You can say that for everything. So not just how OnlyFans is normalized now, but yeah.
A 78% marriage rate in this country. Now it's down to about 40%.
You know why? This word right here, because feminism. Thanks.
And people consistently scream like, oh no, it's because our grandmothers were getting beat up and there was so much spousal abuse. And so, while that might have been true in some cases, it is
some cases
whether or not that claim is grossly inflated for the purposes of pushing the feminist movement, right? Because we hear these claims about how unhappy all of these housewives were back in the 50s and 40s, but we see photos like this and this and this and
bro,
this.
what kind of, come on, bro. You're not depressed. I saw you having fun the other day. Oh, they were happy. They smiled for the camera that they were probably told to smile, else they would get beat. Like, really? Come on now.
Feminists will scream about how, well, women were so much more depressed back then. However, women are on antidepressants even more today.
Oh my God. Why does everyone have... Do people say this? Oh, maybe. Maybe they say this about leftists. But I wouldn't say I'm a leftist. She's probably got it from Candace Owens. That's the Candace Owens talking point. They say that women were less happy back then, or they're way happier now. But like, women are on antidepressants now, and blah blah blah. They drink more. The suicide rate is up because back then, if they were so unhappy? Why is everything going up and worse? Like, it's the same thing
self-medicating with
every
alcohol,
time.
self-medicating with
Yep.
drugs at extremely high
Alcohol,
rates today, and
suicide.
they
Yep.
actually report being depressed, being lonely.
Because
And of course, along with the
they
drop in
didn't
marriages,
report being depressed whenever in the 40s and 50s. Yep,
we see a
they
drop
were
in the nuclear
okay.
families. That's when we have
Yep.
mom and dad living together, raising the children in one
Uh-huh.
home. We went from having a 70% rate of nuclear families in the country in the 50s down to now less than 20%. It's around 18%. Do you understand? That means only 20%
Because
of the
feminism.
nation's children are being raised in a
Oh, I
household where
hate
both mom and dad
feminism,
are
bro.
present.
Why
And
do
we really
they
don't
do
talk enough
that?
about how feminism has negatively impacted children. As we see a drop in the nuclear family, we have to understand how that impacts the children being raised in these single family homes. It is statistically proven that children who grow up in a nuclear family have a far better outcome in life. They do better academically,
Okay.
and they're more well-rounded socially.
How
And
does
that
that-
makes sense. Think
How
about
does this
it. How
tie
is
into
a young man supposed to
feminism?
know how to be a man if he has no man around to show him how to do so? How is he supposed to know how to
I
treat
don't
women
know.
if he doesn't watch a good father take care of his wife and
I
his
don't
sisters?
know.
How is a woman
Impossible.
supposed to know what to look for
How?
in a man
Yeah,
if
but
she
it's
doesn't grow up watching her mother
impossible.
be loved
Yes, that's the
properly
only
by her
way you
husband?
can teach a
And especially
child.
when we factor in the fact that a lot of single mothers are working full time, we're talking about children that are
Oh, then they
practically
go into
raising
the
themselves,
daycare.
especially the
Oh,
mom who's
and then
not
the
having to have things
internet.
support
Oh,
at
they
home.
get
And
stuck
this is not to say that
online.
all single parent
Yeah.
homes are single mother households. There's a lot of single
What
fathers out there
else?
as well. But to each end, it is never a good thing when one parent is taking on the full load of raising a child. Okay, and even
Better.
myself included,
Two
I
is
have a
better.
split. She would probably have an easier time achieving if she had a nuclear household to grow up in. And of course, we cannot
Well, I hope she turns out fine. Because guess what?
about
She
feminism
will.
without
You'll
talking
be
about the
fine.
push
That's
for
okay.
abortion. Feminism is the reason why since the 70s we
Oh, yes.
probably have an easier
Abortion.
time. Feminism is the reason why since the 70s we have seen 63 million abortions performed in the United States.
Yes.
Over a
Should have put
million
it to
abortions are performed in
67.
the United States every single year. Feminism
Yeah.
does not care about the children who
They
do not get
don't.
a chance to live thanks
They
to
don't
this push
care.
for my
Thanks
body,
you.
my choice.
Yeah.
Feminism does
Thanks to put, yeah, your body, your choice. You don't want control of your body. Yeah, sorry. Feminism, at least you can keep feminism, but take my body, my choice out. I'm sorry, that one has to go. That
decided to make that a reproductive right, right? You never hear feminists talk about the fact that abortion is actually weaponized against abuse victims all the time, especially in cases of incest.
Oh my God, yes, because it's like, hey, if something was forced upon you, do you want to carry this? Something you didn't want to carry, you non-consensually had to carry. I think that would be probably the top, if not top 3, top 2 option. That is your body, your choice, reproductive rights, and everything. Like, come on, are you think say that's a bad thing?
Fact that abortion
Subspace.
is
You think
actually
that's a bad
weaponized
thing?
against abuse victims all the time, especially in
It's
cases
not.
of
It's not
incest,
even weaponized, bro. Like,
so
come
that their
on,
abuser
bro.
can
Oh my
continue to
God.
abuse them, right? We never hear about how abortion is used in the sex trafficking industry. If a trafficking victim gets pregnant, those traffickers will force her to have an abortion so that she can continue being prostituted. They never talk about.
Okay. Not okay. I'm not saying that's like okay. Like, who cares? But like, that's bad. They're forcing them to get ABs. But that a problem of feminism, or just like is that just a bad thing that traffickers do? Like, I don't.
Pregnant, those traffickers will force her to have an abortion so that she can continue being prostituted. They never talk about
Like, yeah, that's bad.
impacting our community through abortion. They just say,
What, bro? What that didn't make any
my
sense.
body, my choice. So while feminism,
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, my body, my choice. I'm glad Trump is in office, bro. Oof. Forcing abortion is anti-pro-choice, so no one is gonna agree with. Yeah, like that's not. I don't know why she said that. Like, of course, yeah, victims who are trafficked and then forced to forced to get abortions. That's bad, but it's not like that's feminists' fault that now that abortion is like a thing that they can use that and then perpetuate the cycle of abortions because wait, hold on, if there was no abortions, then the traffic victims can have children and they can still give life and have beauty in that, right? Is that what they want? They want the traffic victims to not have access to an abortion and then give, basically traffic babies. Like, really? Like, you want them to be born in a sex traffic environment?
now we have women, if we look at the results today, we have women in less marriages. We have women having more casual sex. We have women more stressed out working a bunch of jobs that don't really fulfill them. Do you really get fulfilled from that, receptionist job? Truly, is that your calling? You can't possibly turn down a receptionist job or
It's so, bro. People have to work. People have jobs. I don't know what do you want them to do.
You think you're more beneficial to the world, to society, being a receptionist than staying with your children and making sure that they're being raised properly and giving.
Like, it's so black and white. It's one or the other, bro. Like, come on now. Like, it's never any nuance with anybody.
With feminism, we have mom removed from the household, and now we have the government stepping in as that supplemental parent, especially in the case of Black and brown women, where they were forced to work.
No, don't use the race card. No, stop. No, don't even do that.
Women are working outside of the home. They also have harder times finding higher paying jobs. It's just a fact. These are just facts. When we look at the emotional state of women to this day, they're actually predicting that a female loneliness epidemic is coming. And it's because women were told you don't need a man, and the reality is we all want him.
Bro, what? I don't know if I should take this serious. I don't know.
We want men. We are meant to be together. Men and women are both way more lonely now than they were in the past, and we have feminism to thank for that. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, drop a little comment or something.
I just smile. I'm just like, it's just funny. It's just funny.
I said before,
it really is
follow,
just funny.
subscribe, share, like, all that stuff. And thank you. If there's something specific you want me to talk about, let me know. Have a great day.